Today I have a special guest, one of my sister's friends, who's a musician. He goes by T Pelts on IG.
How's it going?
He's never had his hair braided before. Have you even ever styled your hair or gotten styled before?
No, never.
He's never done anything to his hair. His hair is really soft, super thick. We just found out that he has the most interesting haircut ever, that the top is really long and the back is really short. I don't know why I never looked at his hair before, because honestly, I swear to God, I thought your hair was like just long.
Super long.
I don't know why, like, yeah. You always have it flipped, but you never like put gel or anything in your hair whenever I see you. It's just like this, right?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is, before I start, I usually like to use the Roots Natural, which is great edge control, and I just use, I basically just take, before I part his hair, I just like take a bunch, rub it on my hands like this, and run it through his hair, just so that it helps me get a better grip of when it comes to parting and braiding the hair. So I'll just like run it through, and then I'll take my comb and then brush the product through his hair, and that's how it'll help me. Shauna, stop laughing.
Very thick.
Okay, so first what we're gonna do is we're gonna part his hair down the middle, because that's how we want your braids to hang, is down the middle, so look up for me. And I'm just gonna do a profile parting. Profile parting meaning it's going down the middle. And it doesn't have to be perfect when you're parting the hair, just at least before, so you just can get a better idea of what it would look like down the middle. And then what I do is I'll take my product and put your head down and apply it on his profile, like so. Once you get the two braids in the front down, then doing everything else is easy, because you can use that as your guide for the rest of the boxes and then on your hair. So you see his hairline right here. So you have to match it up with where his hairline starts, but is at, so it doesn't look weird. So I'll section it off like this. So we're gonna split it up into 3 sections. I'm going to take these are my pillars, so I'm just gonna grab the right strand and bring it into the middle, and take the left strand and bring it into the middle. And then we're gonna grab the right strand, bring it into the middle. Well, now you see something like that is happening. Start over, comb it through, because that means the product isn't really everywhere. And then you want to make sure everything is flat. And then what you'll do is, you can also flip your hands over, grab the right, bring it in the middle. No, that's the left. Bring the right. Oh my God, I cannot. Grab the right, bring it to the middle, left into the middle, right into the middle. Use your index finger and bring it into the middle. The only fingers that you're going to be using is your index and your thumb. And just keep braiding it down. Like that. And if you see something like that, just take the product and put it on so it lays flat. Usually when I section the braids, I like to do it at a diagonal angle, so that if he wants to put his hair up, he can without a problem. So now that we did the first braid, I'm going to use this as our guide to part the rest of his hair. So I'm going to take my comb and part it following the shape of his head. So it'll be a bit more rounded when we part towards the back of his head. So these pieces are way shorter than the top pieces, is what I've noticed. Oh, and you also have long pieces like right here. So I'm gonna do another section. Basically, I'm sectioning this off as how you would be doing like cornrows. Anything straight back is kind of the same way you're gonna part it because you want the braids to sit in a way that the boxes look more jagged, like a brick. You know when you stack bricks, you don't want the parts to like all look the same. I love how Trent is like, yeah, like you have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, it's fascinating.
Because you don't want, when you're braiding, you don't want all of the boxes to line up identical. You want them to be like jagged off because it would look really weird on your head.
Yo guys, just got my first half of my hair done. Feeling good, feeling myself. So now we're gonna have a little musical intermission.
Shorter. I like to start from the back, and I will take it into 3 little sections like so, and we're just going to grab with your index finger the left side of the hair and bring it into the middle, grab from the right side and bring it into the middle, grab from the left. I usually like to flip my hands over. It helps me grip the hair better, especially since the pieces are shorter, and I'm still using my index finger and my thumb to grab the pieces of the hair. And I braid it all the way down, and if I feel like the hair is really soft on the bottom, I will take more product and apply it towards his ends so it sticks. Same thing with this side. Also, another thing, a lot of people have a kitchen back here, which means there's like little pieces of hair, and sometimes when it comes to braiding you want to add those pieces into the little boxes, but most people don't like it because when they move their head around it gives them a headache. So what I like to do is I tell them, put your head down like this, like how he's doing, so that when you are grabbing the hair like this, if he wants to bring his head up or down, it'll stay and it won't pull. So when I am sectioning his hair, I'm not gonna do like a straight line going straight across. I'm going to go with the shape of his head. So that is how I'm gonna section it, so it comes out more rounded. And the boxes don't have to match up perfectly. I know it is here, but as you move up higher, it'll mix and match because you don't want the braids to be so uniform. It's better when it's jagged because the braid can lie in between the spaces. So what we did here is after I finished braiding these 2 rows, I decided to take a section that's more curved like this, and I basically use this parting as my guideline just so that I can replicate his left side of the braids, and this will help me just get a better idea of where I should section and part the rest of his braids. So I'm just gonna take this and do the parting like so. So we parted it like this at an angle, taking 3 pieces, or should I say 3 bigger strands, grab from my right, bring it into the middle, grab from my left. Take a vertical section like that. Take my product, apply it directly on the hairline. This will help me separate the pieces. Comb the product through. Get 3 strands again. Grab from your left. And make sure you get a good grip. Make sure your hands are against the scalp of the head. And then I like to flip, so I can make sure it's just tight and firm. And all this white stuff you see is product, it'll all just dry out. I don't need to put product since there's already product on here. I'm just gonna split it up into 3. So another trick is most people when they're doing box braids, a lot of guys, they like to put their hair up in a ponytail. So if someone likes to put their hair up in a ponytail, you want it to flip easy. So what I like to do is I part the hair instead of parting it like this, which is a no. I mean, you can do it that way, but most people like to go at an angle. So it's better to part diagonal. Take the 3 strands of hair. Get a firm base going. And then when it comes to flipping his hair, you will see what I mean when I'm done. You can see that you're able to flip it without it looking weird. Now we can section off the rest of the hair. So the best advice that I can give anyone is making sure your measurements are right. So what I like to do is I'll take a measurement from this side and use it on this side so I could see where I should section the hair. So you could also use this as your guideline to section it off. So I'm just gonna take a little parting like this. And it's not gonna be it doesn't have to go straight back because his head rounds off. So you're just gonna follow the shape of his head. So use this to connect to the front of his hairline, and now we can do the boxes. And so now that we sectioned it to 2 parts, I'm not gonna start off with this one because I wanna match it with this side of the boxes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this side as a guide for my box on this side, and then use this section as a guide for this side. So split it into 3 sections. Make sure your hands remains on the scalp so you get the base down. And then I just am gonna flip my hands over and braid it down. Now that we're done with this half of the head, if you can see, there's like some little pointy pieces. I personally don't like to leave it like that because it looks like spiky and weird, like kind of look like a 90s baby. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna snip the ends. This is what the back looks like. As you can see, they're like boxes. And now we're gonna do the grand reveal. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Turn around.
Hey.
Oh my god. He's like, oh.
That is so sick.
Wait, put your head down. Oh my god.
Oh
look at
my
it.
gosh.
You can wiggle your hair. We've added some rings.
Got some
Can you
rings
see the
right there,
rings?
complementing my earring right there.
Yes, just to make you look more fierce.
It's beautiful.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe below and tune in next week for our next video.